Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charlene and Ellie, a GoLoud original podcast, proudly sponsored by Pennies. Get this season's must-haves in a store near you.
Welcome to Hold My Drink Extra Juice, which is kindly sponsored by Primark or Pennies,
which is the ultimate high street destination for all of your needs, whether you're looking to reset and refresh your wardrobe this winter or looking to sparkle up your outfits for the festive season.
Whatever the occasion, large or small, they really do have it all, from denim to classic trench coats, trending maxi skirts to flattering jumpsuits. Primark's new hero pieces will have your winter style covered.
They have the nicest bits ever. I was in there last night.
They do.
It's just so festive. But I love all the Christmassy bits and bobs, like all the reindeer antlers, the little Santa hats, the lovely, the Christmas PJs.
I got loads of fluffy socks, and then I got hot water bottles. Like they're like a leopard print one.
Have you seen the long water bottles that they have?
Yeah. What's that for?
I think you wrap your legs around them. I don't know.
Yeah.
They'd be lovely just to snuggle into, wouldn't they?
I was never really a hot water bottle girl, but I seen that one.
No,
I was like, needs.
I tend to get hot at night anyway.
I like it just for the couch. So
just to sit there to chill. Yeah. Head to your local store or log on to www.primark.com/IE to check out all their winter pieces and see what is in your local store with their new stock finder.
This is our bonus episode where we get to answer even more of your dilemmas, and we have, first of all, an update, which we always love, and we basically ask for updates after we give advice because it could have went really bad, could have went really good. So let's pray this one was good.
A good one, yeah.
So it says, my dilemma was from a few weeks ago where my boyfriend got with his sister's friend before we started going out, and I got grief for getting with another lad, and then he went and did the same with this girl after, but kept it hidden from me for a year.
Oh yeah,
I remember this. Yeah, I did end up bringing it up again to him as it was just itching at me, and we just concluded that we're in a really good place at the moment and there's no point in being mad over something that happened a year ago. His response to keeping it hidden for a year was just that he didn't think it mattered since I'd done the same thing. I think their overall situation just particularly bothered me because I know I got more grief than him, and because I know the girl is always going to be around his house as she's such good friends with his sister, which is probably just my own silly insecurities scaring me as I know he's all eyes for me. All is good now. Thank you so much for all your advice. I love you and the pods. That's nice. Good. Very mature,
isn't it?
Very mature.
I can't remember what we said to do. I think I said something like, you can't really bring up an argument for me. And this is the one where we said...
The friends were at her.
This is the one where we said, he's just going to say, well, you did the same thing.
Yeah.
So we were just being brutally honest, being like, be prepared for that he's going to say, you did it too. Like.
Yeah. No, was that what the one?
Yeah. It was just the fact that it was his sister. I think it was just the fact that it was his sister, or...
It made it worse.
Yeah, that it was a girl who's going to be around.
Yeah.
That's mature though.
Very mature. And boys do think like that. They'll think like, well, she done the same thing. They don't see it as like, oh, I'm way worse because it was my sister's friend. Like, they just think, well, one for one. Why would I bring it up all the time? Do you know?
And the fact they're both saying like, we're in a really good place now. Why fight over something that happened a year ago?
It's giving growth.
It really is.
It is. I love it.
Just focus on the now.
Exactly.
The now and the future.
Yeah.
And forget about the past.
And these are happy now, so
that's adorable.
All is well. So all these dilemmas have been sent in to our email address. It's holdmydrink@goloudnow.com, and this is the only way we take in dilemmas for the segment, not through DMs. It's just an easier way to get through them. And they're always anonymous. We also post clips of the dilemmas on our Instagram, which is holdmydrinkpod, and our TikToks as well, so you can give your feelings and advice in the comments and chime in with anything that we haven't thought of already. So the first one is, hey girls, I love the pods. It's one of the highlights of my week. I'm in dire need of some advice as I'm at wit's end with my best friend. For context, my best friend of 8 years has been with her boyfriend for over 2 years now. We used to be in a trio, but she had a massive falling out with another girl a year ago, making me her only close friend. Their anniversary is literally on my B-day, and I can't help but think this is some sort of curse. Lol. He's been emotionally abusive, controlling and manipulative since very early on, and just keeps getting worse and worse. She's broken up with him and vice versa so many times now. He always starts arguments with her. He insults her and tears her down to the point I think there's not much self-esteem left. It's gotten to the point that she doesn't tell me they got back together out of embarrassment. They broke up a few days ago, and I found that they're back together from her Insta profile pic being the two of them again. Every time they get back together, I just tell her that it's her life and her decisions to make, and that I don't judge even though I am dying inside. However, I'm just so beyond fed up and starting to get really annoyed at her over it. I really want to tell her it's the life it's her life. If she wants to be miserable, that's her choice. And explain that he has her right where he wants her and knows he can do and say anything to her and she will take him back. But I fear I'll be isolating her further. What can I do, girls? Because I'm really struggling to bite my tongue and genuinely feel like shaking her.
Do you think sometimes you just get to a point with a friend, like in this situation, that you just have to let them decide for themselves? Yeah. Like let them find out for themselves. And sometimes that is the best thing to do. Is like people will be blue in the face because they're on the outside of it looking in. They will be blue in the face telling you over and over and over again, like, what are you doing? But it's only like when you're in, I've been there. Like, do you know? Yeah, I was waiting for Charlene to be like, yes, I was blue in the face. There too. Yeah. But I've been there. Like, it's only literally until you learn that lesson for yourself.
You have to realise it.
Yeah.
No one, someone could tell you all the bad things in the world about someone, but until you see it, you're not going to see it.
You're blind to it in that moment. Yeah, I'm blind. Yeah, in that moment you're blind. It's not even that you're blind to it. It's that you don't. You know in the back of your head,
but you just don't really.
You don't want to know. Like, you don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, you're like stressed at that. Like,
stressed at that. It's easier to stay in something.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Than actually leave it. But I think there's one of these situations like that. She just has to learn the lesson for herself.
Yeah.
You'll end up fighting with her over something that she's
still gonna keep doing.
Yeah,
and you'll actually waste your energy. Yeah. And as well, it's so toxic. Right, find up their back together over a picture on her Instagram.
That's fucking. Do you reckon he makes her put her profile pictures?
Like, that's what's given. It's given that to me.
Put your pictures that so no one texts you, kind of thing.
Yeah. Or like her trying to redeem herself in a look. You're my picture. Like.
But then on the other hand, I understand what she's saying, that she fears that she might be isolating her further,
especially if someone is abusive.
Yeah.
In that sense, it's
so it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, you can't physically drag her out of that relationship, even though you want to.
She has never said that to her. From what I'm reading, is like she says all the time, I don't judge, whatever else. Like, I don't think she's ever gave her any tough love of like, here, he's actually really shit. Like, yeah. So maybe give her that once and then let her go with the rest of it.
Be the bitch, but you're being the bitch to save your best friend. Like,
yeah.
You
have to say it at least once.
Yeah.
Because maybe it is. Maybe she will turn around and be like, fuck. I didn't know you thought that way. Like, you've always said you support me. And like, you know what I mean? I think you need to say it to her for your own head and also for her. If you see she has no self-esteem left and all, like, say that to her. Be like, I feel like you're just not you anymore. Just be like, I don't feel like you're you. I feel like he's tearing you down. Like, what's going on? And she might open up to her.
Yeah.
And she might say, yeah, look, didn't want to tell you anymore because we keep breaking up, but like, he's been doing this. And like, it might just open up a conversation about it then. Instead of just always being like, oh yeah, it's fine, like, do what you want, but like, don't waste your breath keeping saying it, because you'll upset yourself if, like, oh my god, I'm telling her and she's not listening, and like, it will cause a divide between yous then.
You can't keep repeating yourself and her coming back with the same problems every time.
Yeah,
like, I've said it to people in my life before. I'm like, Grant, you do that, don't come crying to me when the same thing happens again. Like, you can't keep saying the same thing over and over again. Like,
strange, you like.
Yeah.
Because then you're like,
I've given you this advice 20 times before. I'm going to say the same thing now, but you're not going to listen to it. So don't come to me asking for advice when you know what I'm going to tell you is something you don't want to hear.
Yeah. And
maybe she just wants someone to agree with her. Like, she'll be like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I know. To be Delulu. Like.
Yeah.
But by the sounds of it, I hope that it won't last much longer anyway.
Yeah.
If he's getting worse and stuff. But I think just definitely share your concerns with her of like why you think that he's not good. Because sometimes some people don't know, especially if you're young, what emotional abuse is, what manipulating is. Like, we learned so much in that episode with Mary from Women's Aid of what that is. Like, people aren't aware sometimes. No. So maybe she just needs to be,
she could think this is normal,
told like this is this is not okay. Maybe she isn't aware of that and she's so in it. Like, but I think don't bite your tongue. I think say something. Don't be afraid to say it a few times, but don't keep saying it, because you actually just annoy yourself. So.
She'll just block it out.
Yeah.
The more you say it to her, it goes in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
And she's probably only letting you say it to her because she's probably just thinking, right, this will give her a peace of mind if she gets it off her chest, kind of thing. But I think tough love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you keep saying it, it's like then you get annoyed when they're back together.
Yeah.
And it's like you're like an extended part of the relationship. Like,
you just wasted your time. Like,
I remember I had a dream you got back with one of your exes.
Yeah, you sent me a voice note.
My God.
You're like, it wasn't a dream, Ellie. It was a nightmare.
And it was like the way he's got back together. Oh,
Could you
horrible.
picture everything?
I could still picture it. It was Instagram stories. So happy to be back and all. I was like, I didn't wake up screaming.
Imagine plot twist
of the fucking century.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. I think the internet would pass away. I would just faint. And delete Instagram. Oh.
The next one we have then is, hi girls, I love the pod, constantly listening in work and you make my day fly by. The dilemma is that me and my ex broke up a few months ago. It was typical on and off. On and off, we were together from 15 to 18, so it was full on. Anyways, I've been friends with his cousin, and his cousin has always been there for me when I needed him. We go on drives and go for food sometimes, but my ex didn't know. He recently found out and was not happy at all. He went mad at his cousin, but he didn't say anything to me. Soon after my ex started trying to text me and reconnect, soon after that, my ex started trying to text me and reconnect. He even mentioned that his plan is...
Oh, the happy birthday is way back into my life.
What does that mean?
You know what they always say that men will, or like women as well, will like...
They'll wait for the birthday?
They'll wait for the birthday and then that's how they slide back in.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love that happy birthday to his way
Yeah,
back
I've
in.
never heard that. I have no interest in getting back with him because he dropped me so many times for other girls and I always took him back. Me and his cousin have always had a bit of flirty banter as we worked in the same job, etc. Recently, I was on a night out and he was complimenting me a lot. He's always complimented me. He's like my hype gal, but this was different. Fast forward 2 days and he kissed me. I have no idea where life goes from here as I know we can't be together. His family would hate him and my ex is still interested in me. I've told 2 or 3 close friends and we are all just so shocked and don't know what to do or say. I'd really appreciate your help on this, girls, as I've never even imagined being in this situation. I have imagined myself with him. LOL. He's such a lovely boy and I can't help but wish I ended up with him instead.
Oh, it's like something of a film. The cousin.
The cousin.
The cousin.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Come here, be an easy relationship. You already know the family. Like, you should don't have to go meeting the family.
Imagine seeing your ex every time. Like your ex at your wedding, basically.
You don't have to meet the family for a first time again. Like, you already know them.
I feel
That'd
like...
be mad, wouldn't it? I'm trying to think of like...
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a cousin. Like,
imagine I got my ex's cousin.
any potentials? No.
But like... I reckon the cousin would flip a lid. How does he not know? Like, do people not see? He's going drives and for food and all. Ooh.
But I feel like it's one of the things you can't really help. Like, if you like,
Who you like, yeah.
Yeah.
At least it's not his brother.
True.
Could be worse.
True. And I feel like
Or his
also,
dad.
if it was a few years, like, I think right now his family would, I don't think his family would hate him ever, but like, wouldn't really approve. But I think in a few years' time,
People get it over.
And it was such a young relationship as well. When I think of whoever I was with at 16, if I was single now and met their cousin, I don't know who the fucking cousins are, but like, I don't think I'd let that, actually, well, it's kind of
Would
weird.
you?
Then you think about it, you're like, imagine having to meet the fam. And they're like, oh, I already know you.
You know, TikTok is
You don't
like,
need to
hey.
meet. You literally.
Hey. Yeah.
Do you think
How
you
y'all
just,
doing?
would you just avoid it at all costs? But then if you have them feelings, it's hard to avoid.
I know. It's like, are you putting the happiness of everyone else before you in this situation?
Or does she want him because she can't have him?
Is that what you think?
Is it like Romeo and Juliet? Like,
Or should she where is she? He's such a lovely boy and I can't help but wish I ended up with him instead. Unless she give it a go. You could realise you don't like him.
yeah. Could you give it a go in private for a while and see?
Yeah, maybe you're just romanticising the thought of it. Like,
yeah. Maybe it's like new and like,
he could be a dickhead. Like, but
yeah.
then again, I don't know.
Could you try it in private and then if you really like each other and you see it going
Somewhere.
I think only ever like pursue it and like properly meet the family or whatever else if you actually see a future with them. Like, if it's gonna be just seeing someone, it's not worth the hassle
Getting into all
of
that,
having
yeah.
your ex. Like, was the ex a bastard? Let me see.
Well, he was picking other girls over her.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so what if you take his cousin?
So you're putting yourself before everyone else now.
Yeah. Like,
Karma.
I was gonna say, should
Get
we
with your
think of the
cousin.
ex's feelings? But no, like, if he's picking up other girls,
But now the ex is trying to get back into her life.
bye. They always do. It is a known fact that men will try to crawl back because they don't feel the feelings till later on. They're like, oh, I actually liked her.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have.
So you reckon give it a go in private first? See,
Yeah.
but is that sneaky then? Because the sneaky part of it might be more fun. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you might think you like them.
yeah, sneaky is more exciting. So you might be getting blindsided by excitement.
True.
Like you might think the
True.
exciting part of it is you liking him more.
That's true.
Whereas if it was public, do you know what I mean?
Also, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. He only kissed her.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't want that in serious.
Yeah, what if he doesn't like?
We're here being, we're
Imagine.
like, yeah. So then you're gonna go to the wedding, and I think
She said he's always complimenting her.
I think
and it's flirting
chat with
her.
him, like, and see how he feels, and like,
Yeah, because he's betraying his
would
cousin.
would he ever let
You've no
go
loyalties
further? No,
to your ex. Do you know what I mean?
not true. Actually,
Yeah.
it's really on him mainly.
Yeah, push it all on
That's it.
him.
Push on.
It's his decision.
Make him
Yeah.
decide.
Not his decision, but like it's his family at the end of the day. It's not yours.
Yeah, true.
But it couldn't be yours. That'd be a bit
I
weird.
think go with what your heart's saying. Your heart will always have an opinion. Your head's probably saying no.
Because you're thinking of your ex.
Your ex.
You have
but
no
he's-
loyalties there.
Yeah. He wasn't. If he was a lovely ex to you, I'd be like, do you know what? Go for anyone but his cousin.
Yeah.
But like, he wasn't very nice.
No.
He fumbled the bag.
Yeah. What have you got to
Yeah.
give back to him?
Yeah, but I think, chat, I don't think, before you get too ahead of yourselves, yourself like we did, make sure that's actually what the cousin wants as well. But like, it could just be even a little fling. Like, you're only young. You're allowed to date around.
Is she only 18?
Yeah.
Ah, come on.
So maybe like you're just
Don't be
want to
settling for,
have a few kisses. Like, that's fun.
Yeah. Have fun.
Have fun. Next one is, hi Charlie and Ellie, I'm a huge fan, in capital letters, of the podcast, and usually I have no action in my love life to contact you about, but I feel like I could really deal with some girl advice that is completely unbiased. If you do get around to talking about this, please don't use my name, as a good few of my friends listen to the pod. Ooh.
Don't worry, we never know.
We don't even know anyone's names.
We never know anyone's names. For anybody listening, if you're ever considering sending something in and you're nervous about that, we don't know anyone's names.
Yes.
We don't see the emails.
No, at all.
We actually
Leanne
don't,
goes through them for us. Yeah. I've been talking to a lad I met in college that I met the first week during freshers. We're 2.5 months together now, in brackets, in bunny years now, and I'm in first year and he's in second year. It was fine. We met in a pub and shared a kiss. That was it. I met him again out 2 weeks later and the same thing happened. We started talking for about 1.5 months, then we decided to become exclusive. The term is something I still don't really understand, but whatever. He briefly mentioned asking me to be his girlfriend, and I know he wants to, but my thing is I actually don't know if I want this to become a relationship. Usually boys, I'm a complete looks over personality, but this time I decided to go with personality over looks. Oh no. I feel like she's going to say something bad. And yes, we got on very well, but I'm worried he's giving me the ick to the point where I'm really embarrassed to talk about him to people. He is, oh my God, he's mentioned me meeting his parents, etc. And a lot of our mutual friends know that it's become more of a serious of a fling.
Oh, start crying.
I really could do with some help. I'm sick of the people who don't really know him telling me I could do a lot better. And for the people who know him telling me that we're perfect for each other. My thing is, I feel like someone I want to be with, I want to be with someone, I need to be obsessed with them and I need to be able to show them off nearly. Whereas I feel in the situation I haven't been doing it, and this is one of the reasons why I'm panicking. I want to have a conversation, but I'm way too much of the type that I cannot deal with the thoughts of hurting someone's feelings, especially when I know their feelings towards me. I really hope you can give me some advice. You can help and give me some advice.
Oh, lovely man.
Oh no. I think people are getting into your heads. I don't think she thought about that until we were saying you can do better. When I look at my host of past things, I definitely could have.
Mine has been an absolute
You should do that thing.
scale.
Do you ever seen people do like my dating past and they do like slideshows?
I feel
they're
like
like-
mine's real, like, none of it was consistent, like, do you know what I mean?
With people like
Yeah. Like, I'm
Mine
trying to
was
think of,
either
like,
a theme.
yeah, was there a theme running through them? No.
Like, what was you had a DJ boyfriend?
Yeah.
Who was the one after that? What did he do? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
But, like, not even in terms of, like, their jobs. No,
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
feel
to
like
think of looks.
Like, looks. Is there a partner?
You like a pretty, well, some, but like well kept and all. But I don't think that's normal. Like,
Yeah, that wouldn't be like a
well-groomed.
reoccurring theme.
No. Yeah, some were just questionable.
Why? What were yours like? Were you ever with an emo? Were you? Rock chick.
No, I actually wasn't.
No.
First boyfriend was a bit of actually no, I forgot about my first ever ex.
Was he a rock chick?
No, he wasn't, but he was. That was my first boyfriend, but we were together for like a week. I used to get with people in school, as in like get together and we not kiss, nothing, like didn't even hold hands.
You were in a mixed school?
Yeah, I was mixed. And
that
like,
must be so fun. Imagine seeing your boyfriend in school.
yeah, but then I would like go home for the weekend and be like, ew, I don't have a boyfriend, and dump them. I dumped my first. Yeah, I had one in secondary school as well, and literally got with him the Friday. Someone else asked him, did I, like, we didn't even ask each other. He didn't ask me, like,
To
it was
be
through
your
someone. And then the weekend I felt really sick about it, and I had to break up on the Monday. I couldn't do it anymore. I just felt really like, I don't know.
Is it mad back then?
I didn't like having boyfriends when I was really young. Like, I didn't want anyone to know, Ran.
I did in school for years. But he wasn't in my school.
Mine lasted 2 days.
And I remember how he asked me was, he was explaining a story. He was like telling me a story.
little surprise in the middle of it.
Telling me a story of how or was he trying to say that it was his friend or something? Oh, this fella really wants to ask this girl, but it was about me and him.
Like a dilemma. He said a dilemma and made you.
And I knew he was talking about us. I swear to God, I remember the room in my house that I was sitting in, getting these messages, being like, he's talking about us, but he just doesn't want to like say it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's
Isn't it mad though? Back then, how it was never like,
it was so awkward.
yeah, it was just never straight to the point.
But you had to ask them in some way.
And then the first time you saw each other after being boyfriend and girlfriend, you're like,
Oh my God.
you used to not talk to each other and all, living around, you're like, ooh.
It made me feel sick. I remember my boyfriend in 6th class. He was like, we were in the yard and he was like, do you want to kiss later on? I was like, sure. And then we met up and kissed.
Sure.
But it was like,
and people would be around you.
We didn't know. There's no one there.
Oh, you didn't do
We
that?
met up around the corner and just like after school.
I remember my first meet, everyone was around.
Yeah, same.
And I was back to back with the fella. And then after I kissed him, I never talked to him again. We hated each other after that. Like,
oh, it's so, yeah, you get kind of ick. You're like, ew.
we were like, what the fuck? I know.
And you can't imagine what it's like to kiss someone you've never kissed someone before.
I know. It's terrifying when you think of it.
I was so mad from Northern Ireland.
Oh, yeah, the
told
pan of crisps or something, wasn't it?
Hello, if you're listening, man from Northern Ireland. He just, hunky dory buffalo.
Very
Takes me
funny.
right back.
Anyway, sorry,
Back
off
to
on a
this.
tangent there.
I think she's
Yeah,
letting
you
people
think
get in
people-
their heads.
yeah. She's more concerned about what people are thinking rather than being happy in it.
If he was not good looking and a dickhead, I'd be like, see ya. But like, if someone is really nice to you, really mad about you, like wants to make things take things further with you, like, and all you're concerned about is that people think that
You
you
can do better.
like,
At the end of the day, but like when you ask her like, what do you want out of a relationship? We always say like someone who can make me laugh,
Yeah.
someone who's going to treat me nice.
You don't say looks
not cheat
first
on
ever.
me. You never
No.
say like a big fat ride.
yeah,
The big fat ride part is the bonus.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, you'd be lying if you said, you'd be lying through your teeth if you said initial attraction isn't the first
It's
thing.
important,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course it's important. Like, if someone who says, no, I don't care what they look like, big fat liar.
yeah.
That there has to be some sort of an attraction there as well.
True. That's important too for her to realize. Like, is it people in your head, or like, do you just not want to like jump on them?
Yeah.
Because you need to want to jump on them.
Yeah. Do you want to shag them? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
'Cause
have a
if-
sexual chemistry?
Yeah, if you can't imagine that part,
Well, then
no,
it's no go.
you might
It's
as well
only
be
going to get worse.
pen pals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not like that at the start, you should be like obsessed.
He's hot, like, yeah.
But if it's just other people, if you only start thinking this since other people said it, then you need to let them get your head and stop their opinions, because people who know you both and know him
I'd
are
never
saying
say that to
they're
someone.
perfect.
That's not, imagine.
I only say it if their boyfriend's not nice. You can do something better.
Have you said it to people? You can do so much better than him. Well,
Yeah,
if he's a mean person.
Only when they've been like in a fight and then they get back together.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I didn't
never
mean
mind.
that.
I was reheated.
No, but like, imagine saying it about looks, because those people are saying
never
it to her
say
about
that,
looks.
no.
Imagine.
Well,
Have you?
at the start or something, like if they said it, if they mentioned it, I'd be like, yeah, like
I hear. Yeah, you can do better kind of thing, would you?
maybe if someone, I'd say it was, no, I probably wouldn't say it, but like it was probably one of her friends after she kissed him, like I can do better. But then now it's actually turning into something so now it's
Yeah,
awkward.
now they're like, oh God.
I'd never say it knowing that's going to go somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
I'd say it and then be like,
oh, he's talking about meeting family and all. No, my heart is breaking. He sounds like Angel Boy.
He sounds like a really nice
doesn't
man.
he? I just want someone who would be nice to me, please.
Oh.
I just want someone to love me. Nice. No, I actually don't. At this point in my life, I can't think about more.
Really?
Ah, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, at that stage now.
You're liking seeing
yeah, it's so fun. Like I get to wake up in the morning, not worry about texting someone. Like get to not argue with people. Not that I did that a lot, but like I just
no
like
one to worry about. But
I'm not looking for it because if I look for it, it won't come.
It won't come. Yeah.
So happy out, but I think this girl needs to give him a chance.
Yeah.
He sounds like a lovely man.
Yeah, I think so too. Don't let what other people say. And like you said, people that know about and got to know you, they're like, is perfect. So whoever said that he's not good will probably see that too.
Yeah.
In time. So
I think give him a chance. See where 100%. It goes. What have you got to lose?
Lovely, man. And update us.
Yeah.
You can send your dilemmas into holdmydrink@GoLoudNow.com. New episodes of Hold My Drink Extra Juice are coming out every Monday, and our main episodes are on Wednesday. Thank you so much to Primark for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you.
We love you. Make sure to like, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charlene and Ellie. A GoLoud original podcast, proudly sponsored by Pennies. Whether it's stylish savings, a new double snuddy, gym gear, or some beauty bits you're looking for, Pennies is the ultimate high street destination.